The MP for Kisumu is Shabir Shakir has come out to reveal that there are some drug barons within William Ruto's government. William Ruto has run a government of cartels to an extent that even himself once mortgaged Kenya. Remember when he wanted to sell Jomo Kenyatta International Airport? Remember when he wanted to sell the international grid to Muhindi, and people came out on the street to protest? William Ruto is like a drug baron. William Ruto wants to be richer than the previous president, from Jomo Kenyatta, who did almost 16 years, to Moi, who did 21 years, to Kibaki, who did 10, and Uhuru Kenyatta, not knowing that those people, even if they stole Kenya, but they stole for a long period of time, you cannot want to become rich in 5 years. It's the reason that's why he runs a government of drug barons. This was said by the MP for Kisumu is Shabir. In fact, Shabir said these statements. He has a tape.
We have no integrity. We have no sense of priority. We have no loyalty. We change our minds at a whim. We are no better than the executive. Executive has the money, and they are the ones who are bribing. The governors have the money. They are the ones who are bribing. Gone are those days where the member of parliament was getting 10,000 shillings a month, and he was doing his job. We have 2 drug barons in parliament. 2 drug barons, not in parliament, in cabinet. 2 non-drug barons who cannot go to the United Kingdom and the United States.
So
no
you clearly see that Shabir pointed out that there are 2 drug barons within executive, but it is a given. You remember when they appointed Oparanya as a CS, he even had some cases within court by the first team to become CS. William Ruto wants incompetent leaders within cabinet who cannot advise him against anything. Joe is an own drug baron, is in cabinet. In fact, they gave him a specific docket of minerals. You know, in the Ministry of Energy, in the Ministry of that ministry it takes, which has minerals and everything, there are a lot of deals. William Ruto is the most incompetent president because he uses incompetent people. When you're cooking food and you use substandard product, what do you expect? You expect that. William Ruto only minds about survival in politics as a president, not delivering. And he'll do everything. For as long as you galvanize people who can bring him votes, he doesn't care about delivering economic emancipation. Okay? So William Ruto himself is a drug dealer. Even Gachagua has ever told us that he uses Hamed of Egypt to sell arms and drugs. It's the reason that's why even the United States of America, remember, it came out and issued some statements. It said that Kenya is going to stop to be a non-NATO ally because of those things. Because in the whole world, the people who have the biggest intelligence is the CIA and the Mossad. Because they collect everything through Facebook, through everything. Those are the biggest intelligence collector. If they come out to indict your president, then it is a problem. William Ruto was given a chance to lead Kenya, but he has misused it. He was given a chance. Amidst, he stood against the tide. When the system and the political leader had ganged against him, God gave him a favor, but he's misusing it to an extent of appointing drug barons within the executive. Even himself is a drug baron. He's stealing Kenyans left, right, and center because he wants to be the richest president to ever live in Kenya. Okay, let's continue with Shabir.
Billions and billions of shillings. In the executive. We have a number of other questionable people in the executive whose accumulation of wealth has been astronomical. We have ministers who are now walking around with the 20 million shilling watches, and I know them. Before the 9th and 7th part, you know. So the situation is that. Frankly.
So with what the president is saying, that
no, the president is part of the problem. The president, head of the executive and head of government, is part of the problem. You cannot start crying wolf or fox when you know it's coming from. if you really want to do this, sort it out properly. Do a Duterte. And I remember Duterte of Philippines. He was severe. I have been a member of parliament and a chairman of APNAC. I have sat as close as this to Kibaki, Kenyatta, and now RUTO. At one time when I sat close to Uhuru Kenyatta, and I would see tears in his eyes, and I thought, good one, this one, he's going to be a support. What happened? Nothing. The position here is that we are all corrupt, without doubt. In Kenya, if you do a poll, 70% of Kenyans or more will accept corruption as a way to raise money. But I would like to say one thing. I give you.
So that is Shabir from Kisumu. He may be right, but I keep on telling people that fighting any vice starts with the head. For example, if you are the boss at work and you come late, the people you supervise will also come late. If you start coming early, they will mirror you. So corruption cannot be at the head and you expect it to not be down there. And during President Ruto, it is even going to be severe, because himself is a master of stealing public funds in a broad daylight setting, key installation of government. When he wanted to sell at the international airport, because renovating is different from giving a lease to an international company to take care of your airport. Everyone wants electricity, but setting the national grid to Amuyindi was totally in a mess, because it involved billions of dollars with a kickback for him. Okay? Do you know where he got the house he built in Masai? Those are the days of the housing levy. When he gives you a contract to build a house, you have to build him a hotel and a house. That's what's happening. William Ruto is a drug baron. He's the most corrupt leader we've ever had in the 21st century. He wants to be richer than Moi and Uhuru combined. Yet, even if you combine Uhuru's riches and together with his father, if you combine the years that they have been in presidents, that's like 20-something years. For you want to be richer in 5 years, it is impossible. So Kenyans have an homework of taking William Ruto home for their bad manners. Not only in Kenya, but in East Africa. He's exporting his drug baron and theft to Sudan and the entire East African region. Okay? And they must be very conversant. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make your comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Audio